Both Daddy and Mama had many little sayings and proverbs which they passed along to us. When it was about 30 minutes before church started, and it was 5 minutes to drive there, Daddy would get to fussing and he'd say, "I'd just as soon not go if I'm going to be late." And if he wasn't there 15 minutes ahead of time, he was late. He also used to warn us, "You're cruising for a bruising." And he'd say, "You better straighten up and fly right." Daddy used to complain about the prices being high as a cat's back. Often it rained cats and dogs. He always thought Randy was the spitting image of me. I don't know what spitting of image is, but that's what he thought. Whenever Mama cooked chicken and dumplings, he would say we were eating high on the hog. He later described someone who got angry as being mad as a wet setting hen. At about 7 o'clock at night, he became sleepy as a fox. Someone who did not have much was poor as Job's turkey, and he was also broke as a haint. Mama was also full of proverbs and other sayings. Whenever some unfortunate thing would happen, she taught us, "Don't cry over spilt milk." And she always told us to choose our friends carefully because birds of a feather flock together. Sometimes she would get so frustrated with the pressures of life, she'd say, "I just feel like running through the woods." I don't know if she ever did or not. Whenever we would try to run away from getting our whipping, she would calmly say, "Every chicken has to come home to roost." Whenever someone got himself in some kind of trouble, she'd say, "He's made his bed hard, he's going to have to lay in it." And whenever we were being teased by our friends, she would say, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." When I was in elementary school, Mama used to make another little speech about every 6 weeks. It was always associated with report card time, particularly one of those columns in the report card entitled Behavior. Now, this little speech was usually made while she was holding me with her left hand and busily beating the daylights out of me with her right hand. She would make this little speech. "You may not be smart, and you may not be able to get good grades, but any fool can sit there and keep his mouth shut." I probably still have those stripes on my back. In order to raise 7 kids on a limited income, Mama was an expert at stretching the dollar. She would do her shopping on the days when they gave double green stamps. She never bought anything that was not on sale. After the phenomenon of the garage sale developed, Mama became an expert garage sale shopper. Most of you may remember that last January I was given a very special honor. I opened the Congress of the United States in prayer on January the 24th. This was broadcast live on C-SPAN in 20 million homes, and I think some of you perhaps saw it live. When Mama saw it, one of the things that she noticed is that her son was up there with all those big shots in Washington praying on national TV in a $5 garage sale suit she bought for me. Daddy has been known as being, to use one of his own expressions, tight as the bark on a tree. He never brought anything new if he could get something used. He never bought anything new if he could get something used. And he never bought anything used if he could go to the junkyard and get it free. He never replaced anything that was worn out until he fixed it 17 times, and there was no longer any parts anywhere in the world. Now, just to illustrate, a few weeks ago, Mama's broom broke. Now, how much does a broom cost? $3, $4? But my daddy went and got a piece of a white plastic conduit. He took that broom and he shaved down to each end. He stuck that piece of conduit on that thing. He got him 6 little old wood screws and screwed